This is Monster Hunter World. It's a wonderful game that I cannot seem to not play for some bloody reason, so why not use this opportunity to make a challenge video out of it? Starting December 15th, we'll begin a new series where I'll try to defeat every large monster in both Monster Hunter World and its expansion Iceborne, completely naked. However, it's important that before we go in, I establish the base rule set that I've used for the entirety of this series. There are over 60 total large monsters to fight in both games combined, so I will give myself a maximum time limit of 1 hour per monster, otherwise this series would take forever. Outside of my weapon of choice, I am not allowed anything on me, so that means of course no armor, no charm, and more importantly, no mentals or boosters. However, decorations aren't thrown out of the window. If I can slot some decorations into my weapon of choice, I'm allowed them. For this reason, I heavily recommend both Raging Brachydios' weapons as well as Safi'jiiva weapons. They can have high raw, a good amount of sharpness, and don't have any negative affinity, which, yes, that does mean that Vitalis' weapons are extremely bad for this challenge. In addition to your weapon of choice, palicos are also allowed. Multiplayer is also allowed. However, it's not recommended, considering that you will most likely get a person that does not know what you're trying to do and will die. And considering that the monsters have literally twice the health pool of a solo hunt, it's just not recommended. And those are the base rules. While these look relatively generous as in terms of concept, armor, charms, and mental do pretty much the entire heavy work for a build. A good build can easily double if not triple your damage output if played properly. For example, this is a raw Demon Blade Dance from a dual blade Safia weapon with 4 attack armaments and 1 on sharpness. In comparison, here's a Frostcraft dual blades build with, again, Safia weapons, but with full element output. In this comparison specifically, the other one did over twice the damage. Not only that, but the Frostcraft build isn't built to be max DPS either, since it has also comfort and defensive skills. So not only is your damage output significantly lessened, but you literally don't have any defensive options as well. One hit and you're down. If there was ever something that I'd say you should bring into any fight is a blast weapon. Poison can be useful if you want to whittle out a monster very, very slowly, however, that's a bitch move. Blast weapons are heavily recommended as they deal the most bang for your buck, as well as will compensate for your low amount of DPS in most fights. Paralysis, while can be decent, you shouldn't worry for that as you will have your palico to deal that for you. Besides, paralysis becomes less and less effective, and procs will become more and more rare. As for your palico, you will have exactly 2 choices of potential items you can bring in the fight. The Vigor Wasp, if only for that one-time revival, which can be circumvented with Feline Safeguard, so it's not that useful. And of course, the savior of this run, the Shield Spire. If you don't know, the Shield Spire is undeniably the best thing you can get for your palico, as it will attract the attention of the monster on a specific target, meaning that you can pound on its hind legs or its tail while it's occupied. You still have to be careful around the hitboxes, but this will make for much greater window of damage opportunities. And this essentially rounds up everything we will have to do in order to make this challenge a reality. Victories will be mighty. Failures, they'll be painful. But above all, this is very aggravating. Watch out for the meteors in this phase. Well, here we go. We'll see you all in the hunt.